Hello everybody, looking at Litecoin right now, and I'm looking at the monthly chart, and I want you to look at this candle right here. That thing is pretty interesting. I haven't seen a monthly candle like that in a long time. If we look at Chainlink monthly candle, you could see it's totally different. XLM, Algo, Ethereum Classic, SHIB. Let's look at XRP. XRP, look at that. That's pretty bullish. You got a wick down here. Let's look at Ethereum. Pretty bearish. Still a good wick, though. All right, let's go back to look at Solana. There's Theta. You can see all the monthly candles, right? All right, let's go back to Litecoin. Now, if we look at Litecoin's monthly candle, completely different. So it by far has a massive tail. I mean, look at that tail. That's a bullish tail right there. And not only that, but we also have all of this sideways accumulation that's been going on for the last several years. And then if you even look even further than that, the whole thing itself for the last 7+ years has been accumulation. So we have a big rise, crash, retrace. We come down into reaccumulation, and then we go sideways for 2.5 years, and we're barely breaking out with one of the most bullish looking candles, monthly candles, across the board, right? We just looked at several different charts. Look at Solana. I mean, it's totally bearish looking candle, right? Let's look at Monero. Is absolutely gorgeous. So Monero and Litecoin by far have the best, and XRP have really good looking monthly candles. And what they all have in common? They all did not go on bull runs, really, or into price discovery back in 21. So, again, all three of them, they didn't go into price discovery. They basically just had a retrace, right? So Litecoin, XRP, and Monero are all in the same boat. And XRP is more developed. You can see it right here. Look at this. This is Litecoin, or I'm sorry, this is XRP and Monero side by side. Okay, now I'm going to add a third one into the screen, and you could see that here's another one, right? So I have 3 charts on the screen, and you can all see they're very similar. They're unlike any other charts out there. Not like Solana, not like Ethereum or Bitcoin or Theta or HBAR or Filecoin, because, you know, basically those are in a different category. But these coins, right, they have their rise, right? They have their crash, their retrace, crash, retrace, crash, retrace, come on down, down, down. Then they go sideways for a couple years, 2.5 years going sideways. Same with XRP, 2.5 years, right? In reaccumulation. So you got the rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation, sideways. And you can see XRP's broken out. So it's already at the top of that, right? Monero still has a long way to go, and so does Litecoin. But if XRP can do it, and it's structurally the same chart, then Monero and Litecoin can do it as well. Now you ask yourself, Monero and Litecoin, those are like the 2 most boring coins on the planet. Like, who's developing on Litecoin or Monero? Or, what do they got going on? Why are they, why would they be I don't know. That's the funny part. I have no clue. That's just what the charts are showing. Now, I know Litecoin supposedly is like the silver to Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like Bitcoin's 21 million, Litecoin's 84 million. It's got that gold to silver ratio. It is being mined. It is proof of work, right? So it is a mineable coin. It's basically a Bitcoin fork that's supposed to be faster, right? Now, when Bitcoin goes to 100, 200, 300 and beyond, it gets to a point where people will just be like, you know what? Litecoin's 130 bucks. Bitcoin's over $100,000. There's much more percentage potential in Litecoin than there is in Bitcoin. It's all against the dollar, right? You can't print any more Litecoin, just like you can't print any more Bitcoin to a certain extent. So it's, you know, it's a hedge against and holding that fiat currency for inflation. So, and then you got Monero here, just a privacy coin, right? So to me, these are like, these are like layer ones. So these are the coins that are supposed to be coins. You know what I mean? Not do fancy different things. So, and it's interesting because XRP is for payments, right? Litecoin is a means of exchange, right? Monero is also a means of exchange, but it's privacy. So they're all kind of in the same camp, which I also find interesting. And they're all sort of printing the same type of chart. And to me, this is the most bullish structure in crypto by far. Okay, the most bullish structure in crypto is right here, and you can see it back over here. Right, we had a rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation, sideways, and then we blasted off. It's the same exact structure we had with Bitcoin back in the day as well. So if we look at Bitcoin right here, you can see we had a rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation. Look at that. We went sideways perfectly on the monthly chart, and then we went into expansion, right? So that's exactly the same chart as Monero and Litecoin and XRP. XRP's leading. So what does all this mean? Well, it means we're bullish. I mean, it means we're probably going to go higher. And again, look at Litecoin's monthly candle. It looks freaking nice. I mean, it looks really, really, really good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at, let's start with Monero on the smaller time frames. There's really just two ideas here. I mean, either this is a flat and it's finished, or it's a bigger flat and it still needs to come down and finish. But both are leading to upside, in my opinion. So, again, not financial advice. That's just my opinion. I think it makes sense. I'm just not sure if this is a B wave, right? So we have one wave down, we have one wave up. Could this be that wave down, or is this part of that wave that we still need to come down before we go up? Because I really like this three-wave move. Boom, 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 right? And you got three there, and then you got three there. So you got three down, three up, three back down, and then you have a one. It looks like we're flagging out for a two. Let's freaking go. That's what I'm thinking. If that's not the case, then we're going to come on down, back down here to support, and then go up. And this is going to be a bigger flat. So those are the two ideas for the smaller term. Again, when you look at the monthly chart, right, very, very bullish. I mean, Monero is not the cool, for someone on YouTube to talk about Monero. That's not the cool thing, right? Or to talk about Litecoin. I mean, since when is Litecoin been cool? It's, it used to be real popular 2017, but it's kind of fallen off the cool train, if you know what I mean. But the charts don't lie, So, all right, let's look at Litecoin. Look at this. Let's look at the smaller time frames. And you can see, again, same type of structure. Look at that. Look at this range here, right? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we had a 1. And then we came down into an A. We came up into a B. And then we came back down into a C, right? So we had a 1 and a 2. And this is an impulse, right? So to me, it's part of a third wave. And I think we're in the middle of that third wave. And I also think this could be, or that this is Wyckoff accumulation, right? Where we come down, we tag that liquidity down there, pop the high, consolidate, and then continue higher. So, all right, let's look at the small time frames. Look at this. Another reason I think it's bullish, again, you can see that beautiful three-wave shape there. And by the way, look at XRP real quick. Watch this. When you look down here, you could see the big breakout, right? Well, what followed that, right? What was before that? The same thing that was before XRP. Look at the three-wave shape. Look at the three-wave shape, right? We had an A, we came up in a B, and then we came down in a C right there. Boom, 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 right? Same type of move. And then we had a 1, we flagged out for a 2, and then we exploded up. So this could be our 1, this could be our 2, we're waiting to go up, right? You had a 3-wave move there. This was actually more like a 5-wave move. So a 3 down, 3 up, 3 down, 5 up. This is 5 down, 3 down. We should get 5 up. If we had 5 up, we need a 5 up in C, right? So remember, Litecoin did not get to go into price discovery last cycle, right? It only ran up to the top of the range. Basically, Litecoin has only had one bull run in its entire life, and it's one of the oldest cryptos. So it's so overdue. Look at the inflation we had back over here. Now look at the inflation we have over here. It's way worse, yet the price is way cheaper, right? Meaning what? Of course, there's been inflation with Litecoin. However, not as much as the dollar, right? So to me, it's undervalued. It's in a really, really good spot in this reaccumulation. And I think big price targets are coming for Litecoin. Litecoin has stood the test of time. It's proved itself, right? It was one of the first 3 coins listed on Coinbase. It is a big contender. Every time Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, whoever talking about crypto, they're always showing Litecoin, even though Litecoin's not even in the realm of the top 10, or I don't think it is, not recently. So it's to me, I think it will get in the top 10. I don't know if it deserves a top 10 spot, but I think it will poke its head in there. I don't even know what place it's on, but I think there's a lot of growth potential here for Litecoin. So now when I look at something like Solana, it looks totally the opposite. Like, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. I mean, and it's like, why? Like, Solana's so much better than Litecoin. Like, look at all the things it could do, blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. Solana went into a bull run 2021. Litecoin did not. Solana went over 100,000%. Okay? So it's extremely overvalued based in time. It's value and time. How much value has it increased in what amount of time? Right? The time is exceptionally small and the value is exceptionally high, versus Litecoin, it's the complete opposite. So as an investor, to me, it's a no-brainer. And you can see when you look at Litecoin, right? Or you can even say XRP because it's the same structure. If you look at the difference here, right? Boom, 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 boom. Look how much we have this wave and this wave, right? Solana doesn't have this wave and this wave. So this has more structure than this, which means it's stronger, right? think about the chart. These are the bones, right? The chart is a living body. Okay, it's a body, it's alive. And the candlesticks are the bones, right? Well, look how developed the skeleton is compared to how developed this skeleton is, right? You have this extra piece and this extra piece, right? We don't have that with Solana. Not to say that you need it, but to me, it has a much better structure for the long-term push. And again, this went up 100,000%. So big difference. But anyway, I just wanted to pop in and explain the differences and what I'm seeing in these three charts compared to something like a Solana. Now, when you start talking about ADA, H-bar, other coins like that, even Theta, I mean, they have different types of, they're different structures, right? So if we compare that to like Theta versus like Monero, first of all, you can see Theta is like coming, here's your demand line, here's your supply line, we're about to meet, somehow it's going to break. But anyways, you can see this one has a lot more time developed in this chart compared to this chart. This may be more bullish over the long term, right? But at this moment in time, the chart that is saying, hey, look at me, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, right? Theta is not telling me that right now, but it's getting in position. Monero is telling me that right now, just like how XRP is saying that as well, right? Or it's been saying that. And we talked about XRP back when it was down in here, all throughout here, right? So, but like if I put up XRP on the screen, you can see it's, it's on log scale. Let me actually put it to linear, and we can compare them both side by side here. I mean, they're pretty much really close, except XRP has a huge explosion. Monero's sitting way down here, right? So they're following each other all of this time. XRP goes first. This is a good spot, in my opinion, to rotate, and I did a little tiny bit into Monero simply because of the gap here. And yeah, again, the real reason I came on was just to emphasize this monthly candle, right? Litecoin monthly candle, Monero, and XRP monthly candle are much different than the rest of the market. And if you zoom completely out, their 7-year structures are also, all three of them are extremely similar compared to the different charts, right? And then tomorrow, we'll touch on H-bar, Algo, ADA, right? XLM. Those charts look very close to each other. Maybe not so much XLM. XLM is more like Monero and Litecoin, XRP. But ADA, H-bar, and Algo, they look very similar on their monthly charts. And especially the recent price action of this three-way pullback, which is just as bullish, right? It's just going to take a little bit more time. But look at the 4-day chart. I mean, that looks bullish to me. I think it's getting in position and just waiting for it to level off and continue higher, right? So anyways, that'll do it. I will catch you guys on the next one. Remember, not financial advice, just observing the market and telling you what I see. And to me, it looks pretty good. So let's see what happens. All right, guys. Cheers.